Hello everybody, this is jaydenshaunts, and today we have to unbox and set up is the new for 2024 Spirit Halloween Towering Tallulah. I probably really butchered that name. I'm not sure how to pronounce that. But she is here now, and I purchased this animatronic for the motion. All of you guys know that Mr. Dark and Hellspawn are some of my all-time favorite animatronics because of the grand scare. So I bought into this prop for that scare. I have a spot planned for her this season. We are going to build a small little witch's hut this year with some older witch animatronics that we do have. And I saw Spirit was coming out with this witch with this really amazing mechanism that we have seen before. And I had to jump on it and get it because this mechanism gets the best scares out of anything we have every year. Right on the top of the box, there's the instructions, there's her adapter, and this is a techie product, so it is going to be tied in the box pretty securely to make sure nothing happens to it in shipping. So none of this is likely going to be able to come out. So you can see there's twist ties everywhere. The scissor lift mechanism is there. There is the pop-up mechanism there. The body, the clip that helps keep the cloth out of the motor. And yeah, I'm going to go ahead and pull out this box insert and we'll show you how she is packaged in the box. This is how she is packaged in the box. Over here you can see the scissor lift mechanism in the control box, her body tied up, and again those same pieces. And she does still use that same pop-up mech that the Hellspawn used last year. For those of you that do know, that is the perfected pop-up mech for this animatronic. I work at one of the busiest Spirit stores. Out of all the Spirit stores, I work on maintenance and stuff for the animatronics and the ISCs. That Hellspawn mech had absolutely no issue all season at any of our stores. I am so thrilled that this mech is finally perfected to where it is not going to break. This mech I have only seen used on select jump scare animatronics, so of course, not every jump scare animatronic has this perfected mech just yet. But these unfolding props with that mechanism, you can be rest assured that that is not going to break. Let's get all of her parts laid out, make sure I have everything, make sure you have everything, and get to her setup. Here is everything she will come with. You have her body, the scissor lift mechanism with the control box, the front half of the base, the back half of the base with the mechanism and wiring, the instruction baggie that will also have a tool to help you disassemble her at the end of the season, and empty sandbags that you will need to fill. This prop does require weights, her adapter, and the cap to help keep the cloth out of her mechanism. Let's get to her setup. The first thing you're going to do is locate the front of your base that does have the A and B connectors and snap lock that into the back portion of your base that does have the pop-up module and wiring, snapping that in, matching A to A and B to B. Now we're going to snap lock in the scissor lift mechanism. After snapping the scissor lift module into the base, go ahead and rise up the module mechanism, tilt it forward, and snap lock that in using the push pin matching G to G. Now we're going to locate the body of the witch and snap lock that on here at the top, matching D to D. After snapping on her body, go ahead and locate the wire coming down from her body that powers the motion sensor and her eyes, and plug that in, matching E to E. And this would also be a good time to go ahead and locate the wire from her pop-up module and plug it into the control box, matching F to F. Now we're going to situate her clothing and find the pocket that is on her costume for the cap to go in to help keep the cloth out of her scissor lift. To locate this, the best thing to do is to just pull the cloth back, and it will be right here on the back. This piece of cloth is going to sink down right inside of this square tubing and be secured with this little cap that is taped to the inside of the box. Next, go ahead and pull the springs down on the witch's mechanism and attach those here at the bottom, matching blue to blue and yellow to yellow. If for whatever reason your witch does have the color-coded pieces mismatched, please be rest assured that these springs are not made to overlap with each other. They are made to go straight down, and that is the only way, or you risk damaging your prop or harming yourself. Next, go ahead and peel off this warning label and take a look at your controls. See how you want to power this prop. She can run on 4 AA batteries or the included 6-volt 2 amp DC adapter. She has volume control on, off, or she also has an external trigger port, so you can plug in your own kind of sensor, your own infrared sensor, own step pad, own chimey button, and she also has a speaker jack if you want to maximize her audio. So we're going to go ahead and plug her in, have her reset, take her outside, and watch a demo over. Before we go outside, I'm going to do just a little bit of a voiceover here. I do live in South Texas. It is very, very bright outside. You are not going to be able to see her glowing eyes. So right now on your screen, you are going to see 2 shots of her eyes glowing just before we get outside, because again, it is daytime. It is very bright outside. I want to get this video out as soon as possible for you guys, and I want you guys to be able to see how awesome her eyes look. The detailing of her irises and just her full eye look beautiful. I love them, and I love the yellow / amber colored LEDs that they chose for her. Now let's go ahead and take a look at some demos of her outside. Now that we have her outside, go ahead and adjust her arms and clothing to your personal desire. This is how I am going to use her personally for this season, with her arms kind of out like that. Now we are going to use some weights. I pulled out 1 brick. I'm going to test her one time off camera to see if I need another one. But when you are placing weight on this animatronic, make sure it is out of the way of the scissor lift mechanism, and make sure you do not have cloth underneath her base where she is going to get caught. I just brought her out here, so I've not adjusted this just yet, but make sure it is not in the way of that lift. I would definitely recommend putting them in the back corners and in the front of her base. And here she is, all set up and ready to go.
Curiosity and trespassing has cost you your mortality. Fear not, for you will have eternal existence, spellbound to me for the rest of time.
Now let's go ahead and turn her over to the side so you can see her jump up from that angle.
Who do we have here? Your curiosity and trespassing has cost you your mortality. Fear not.
And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the new for 2024 towering Tallulah, whatever it is. I don't know. I'm just going to call her the jumping witch until I figure out how her name is actually pronounced. But overall, this is a really, really awesome animatronic. The build is great. They reused that mechanism they used on Hellspawn, so she is not going to have any issues. I love that she has an IR sensor instead of the light sensor. These IR sensors work in both the light and the dark. Those the light sensors are very, very difficult to get going at night unless you have a strobe light on it or a very loud sound going from it. So I do love that she has the IR sensor. Her hands are notably higher quality than per se Hellspawn and Mr. Dark, which are also the same concept as this animatronic with the unfolding mechanism. And overall, she does just seem made better than those other two. It's definitely made better than Mr. Dark. They have come a long way from Mr. Dark, but it's on par with Hellspawn. She is made very well. At $329.99, just knowing that this animatronic is not going to break, and if it does, just knowing you have access to replacement parts from Spirit Halloween, you're getting a really great deal on a really, really awesome scare. This is essentially a professional animatronic brought down to a budget scale. Her outfit is a little bit more on the basic side, as it does need to be really lightweight for this animatronic to be able to pull it up. She's got a lot of cloth that she's got to take up with her, so you really can't put a lot of heavy pieces on her. So overall, I am very pleased with this animatronic for the price tag I paid. I will say the voice is a little bit strange to me. She sounds like she smokes 4 packs a day. I don't mind it. I think it's a really unique witch voice for this animatronic, but it's going to take a little bit to get used to, but I don't mind it. I love her dialogue. I love all her background sound effects and the ambience that she has, but I am extremely pleased with this animatronic. If you have the opportunity to grab her, I highly, highly recommend her. This will be a grand scare in your yard this season. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like, rate, comment, and subscribe.